Attention Star Commanders, today's mission log is a basis for blackmail. Let's go.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I mean, sure. What are we doing?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Fair enough.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Okay.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Okay, well, you work on that, and we are gonna go talk to some people. Okay, well, first one's in here apparently. Looks like maybe two of them are in here. There you go. Yep.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Yeah, you would think so. Here we
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
go. What did you do?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Mm-hmm. That would do it.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get
Report it
evidence
to the
against
ministry.
Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles?
Yeah, we know the Bickles.
All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened
really
so
unfair for him
quickly.
to do.
In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Yeah, that's so unfair of him to do, too.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
That really sucks, man. You don't ever want to lose, like, a loved one, especially when someone's holding some sort of, like, power over you. That kind of sucks.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where
So
was
just
I?
take the bag of
We're on the
money that
right
you were
track.
looking at?
I
Yeah.
want to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Mr. Bickles. Mr. Bickles. Mr. Bickles, Bickle House. Ugh.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
We're getting there. We're getting
Hello
there.
there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Jeez. You should have spoken out. You were wise not to speak out. Yeah, because you put a target on
You
his
may
head.
have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Aloha, Mora. Revelio.
Alright. Let's go talk to Natty. We're talking to a bunch of people. Let's go take that info and maybe go on an adventure.
Anyone ever knew him to keep
Okay.
Lots and lots of legwork today. Lots of stairs, a lot of running around for cardio. It's been a good day.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Really had to sign me for a wild goose chase, huh? Just cross her. Just cross her.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Let's swim to the other side and see if we can get up on this platform. There we go. Money. Gear slots for this a little bit more money. Why are we down at the docks?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door.
Nice.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Take all their money.
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Divine to think of it, we've seen far worse in war. It's not gonna work. No. Using that girl as bait, and something for her.
Harlow took her friend in refuge. He wants them alive.
They're coming here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Ministry's never...
It's exhausting. Standing here all day, waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battle.
Find Natty. Optional. Find... Find Autodibbless love letter.
Revelio.
I ain't allowed back in Gladrag on account of my light fingers.
I could use a fire whiskey right now.
Hey! Extorting desperate gits suits me just fine.
Well, if you weren't so dejected, we'd probably have more, wouldn't we? You never have to.
It's Totalis.
Very nice.
Oi!
No more. Where did you go, coward?
The book of poems that was taken from
Die for that.
On the lookout! Bombarder! Crucible!
Forever.
Imperial! Confringo! Bombarder!
How did that feel?
Come on, we'll bring you right back.
Confringo! Bombarder! Potato! Stupid!
Expulso!
Imperial!
Time to even the odds. Expulso! Thought you could hide from me, did ya? Expulso!
Stupid! Crucible! Confringo! Bombarder! Potato! Stupid! Revelio.
Not my fault if a customer skips the fine print and I have to break a few bones. Oi.
I would very much like to find all this other stuff. I thought I picked up the love letter, the book of poems. Without using a wiggle roll potion. Didn't I just do that?
Hey.
Very nice. And guess what? I just defeated all of them, so
Who's there?
what's one more?
Ringo. Bombarder. Imperial.
What have you done? Explosive!
Potato.
Survived longer than expected. Incendio!
Is that the best you can do?
Explosive!
Confringo. Bombarder.
You exposure! Flash of inspiration. There'll be more of that.
Imperial.
Exposure!
Confringo. Crucial. Bombarder. Confringo.
How dare you do such a thing to me?
Bombarder.
Exposure!
Imperial.
I let it go.
Crucial. Confringo. Bombarder.
Yeah, I would have given up too. Like, Jesus.
Revelio.
Looking for a love letter. Oh, we're back to this room.
Revelio.
Very nice.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Go ahead and sneak in here.
Revelio.
Just the gear slots. Okay. Come on. Troll faster. So, should we dive into these passageways, yeah? Okay.
Revelio.
Find Dibble's love letter. It's not that. Wait, that's where we went before.
And he must be here somewhere. Revelio.
So there's. Is that Natty? Yeah, I don't know who that is. But I want to find this love letter, man. I want to kind of complete that. So, you know what's up there and around over there. Let's go over here. Wait. Got it.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
I think we're gonna keep it.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must
Revelio.
Can it just be on the table?
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Could be in where? Could be in where? Here?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand must be nearby if he can sense it from his cell. Mr. Rabe's wand! He'll be glad to have this back.
Yeah.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Found it.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Easy peasy, baby. Hideo, welcome back. Now there's 3 of us.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Do they know who I am? I'm like the first chosen one. Come on, man. No, this was the exit, I thought. No. We need to go down this way.
Revelio.
There we go. That was confusing.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Oh, looks like we've
Natsai
done.
Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Yeah.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Well, it
Is Mr.
was.
Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Feel like she's in on it. So,
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
well, we're gonna do it anyway, so.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.